consciousness pierce to the heart. I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the silver star. Crown me There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. A corpse rigid, thus thou mayst accord the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hands, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward miss, no atom of analysis. 6 on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind, so like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy, prolong thy meditation steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one o'erpower, time that the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere.
So I'm filling out a video with my Meta Wayfarer glasses.
Oh, brother of the silver star. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of thee. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abhor the fidget babes that tease the throng. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great seas.
This is saying something from
Let thy life be pure and calm, sway softly as a windless palm. Forth let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and eternal wordness, no atom of elusive sits on one thought securely hid. Still every whisper of the wind, so like a flame, straight
This is chapter
and
6 of the Dominant Pod.
burn out thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong thy meditation steep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen Rest all these things in one or power. Find that the midnight blossom flower. Oneness is yet even in this, my son. Thou shalt not do amiss if thou restrain the expression true. Thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding vain form, sight, and stress. Even of this high consciousness, pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rose afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abhor the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward miss. No atom of analysis. Six, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, till their ecstasy prolong thy meditation, steep and strong, slaying even God, should he distract thy attention. From the chosen act. Last all these things in one o'erpower. Time that the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even in this. My son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, oh brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to love be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and key, turned inwardness. No atom of analysis. Six, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame Burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditation steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last, all these things in one word, power. Time that the midnight blossoms flower. The oneness is yet even in this. My son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and
This
space.
is John. This is part of my art collection here. This is a beautiful rose paint, heart painting that I did. It's a rose paint tree, the heart painted true love cannot fail. This piece retails for $9,899, created by these hands. This beautiful heart painting with nothing but hearts is almost $10,000. But I'm giving it to you for a Christmas discount, 10% off, $9,000. That's right. Go to johnforart.com. Thanks, everybody. Okay, this is Canada John. This is part of my art collection. This is Canada. Okay, this is John Kitover. Looking at my battery here, you can see this wire here. You can't break apart. There are 7 keys to the great gate. Being 8 and 1 and 1 and 8. I'm not searching for happiness. First, let the body of peace be still. If there's happiness, bound there is by the ceremony. If something can rise, something must fall. Cold rigid the first thought makes the void. The fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's specific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, wait softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inwardness. No atom of analysis. 6 on one thought securely pinned. Still every whisper of the wind, so like a flame, straight and unstirred. Burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolonged, meditations deep and strong, slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one or power, time that the midnight blossom flower, the oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rose afar, oh brother of the silver star. Credit,
Okay, this is John Kitover. We are looking at my battery. Okay, everybody, this is John Kitover. This is my Lexus sedan. This is a 2001. Okay, this is Canada John. This is part of my art collection here. Okay, everybody, this is John. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Let thy life be pure and calm, swing softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward miss. No atom of another sees. Someone thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. And still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditations deep and strong. Slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one all power, time that the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. in one and one in eight. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of a will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abhor the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound.
To the one love of the prophet.
Fifth, let the thought divine be free.
From sense observe its entity.
Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour thy vigilance.
Intense and keen, turned inward miss. No as above and then cease.
Sixth, on one thought securely pinned.
Still every whisper of the wind.
So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word.
Next, still that ecstasy prolonged. Thy meditation sleep and strong. Swaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act.
Last all these things in one power. Time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this. My son, thou shalt not do amiss.
If thou restrain the expression true, thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding vain form, sight and stress, even of this high consciousness, pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar. Oh, brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and one in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, sway softly as a windless calm.
Fourth, let the will turn be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance.
Hour after hour, thy vigilance.
Intense and keen, turned inward miss.
No atom of analysis. Six on one thought, securely pent still. Every whisper of the wind, so like a flame straight and unstirred. Burn up thy being in one word.
Next, still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditations deep and strong.
Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act.
Last all these things in one o'erpowered.
Time that the midnight blossom flowered.
The oneness is yet even in this.
My soul, thou shalt not do of me.
If thou restrain the expression shoot, thy glance to rapture's darkling root,
Discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rose afar, oh brother of the silver star.
There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and one in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will.
Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow. So that my being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon.
Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm.
Fourth, let the will to live be bound
To the one love of the profound.
Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity.
Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen turned inward miss. No atom of analysis. Fixed on one thought securely pinned. Still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred. Burn up thy being in one word.
Ecstasy from thy meditations deep and strong. Slay even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act.
Last all these things in one o'erpowered. Time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this, my son. Thou shalt not Do a
If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness.
pierce to the heart.
I revere, Master, I revere thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star.
Charlie,
Everything that is good is God. Whatever goodness we experience in this life is truly a taste of God. For it is God. For it is God. Everything that is good is God. Whatever goodness we experience in this life is truly a taste of God. For it is God. For it is God. Everything that is good is God. Whatever goodness we experience in this life, truly a taste of God. For it is God. For it is God. Everything that is good is God. Whatever goodness we experience in this life, truly a taste of God. For it is God. Everything that is good is God. Whatever goodness we experience in this life is truly a taste of God. For it is God. For it is God. good is God. Whatever goodness we experience in this life is truly a taste of God, for it is God. Everything that is good is God. Whatever goodness we experience in this life is truly a taste of God, for it is God. Everything that is good is God. Whatever goodness we experience in this life is truly a taste of God, for it is God. Everything that is good is God. Whatever goodness we experience in this life is truly a taste of God, for it is God. Whatever goodness we experience in this life is truly a taste of God, for it is God. Everything that is good is God. Whatever goodness we experience in this life is truly a taste of God, for it is God.
He died not for men, but for each man. If each man had been the only man made, he would have done no less. He died not for men, but for each man. If each man had been the only man made, he would have done no less.
each man had been the only man they would have done no less. Died not for men, but for each man. If each man had been the only man they would have done no less. He died not for men, but for each man. Each man had been the only man they would have done no less. Died not for men, but for each man. Each man had been the only man they would have done no less. He died not for men, but for each man. If each man had been the only man made, he would have done no less. He died not for men, but for each man. If each man had been the only man made, he would have done no less. He died not for men, but for each man. If each man had been the only man made, he would have done no less. He died not for men, but for each man. If each man had been the only man made, he would have done no less. Died not for men, but for each man. If each man had been the only man made, he would have done no less. He died not for men, but for each man. If each man had been the only man made, he would have done no less. He died not for men, but for each man. If each man had been the only man made.
He died not for me, for each man. If each man had been the only man made, he would have done no less. He died not for me, but for each man. If each man had been the only man made, he would have done no less. He died not for me, but for each man. If each man had been the only man made, he would have done no less. He died not for man, but for each man. If each man had been the only man made, he would have done no less. man had been the only man made, he would have done all this. As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark, but it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flaming light, that is where you become. As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark, but it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and become the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flaming light, that is where you become it. That is where you become it. As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark, but it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world, become the light. Once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flaming light, that is where you become it. afraid of the dark, but it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flaming light, that is where you become it. As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark, but it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flaming light, that is where you become it. That is where you become it. As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark, but it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flaming light, that is where you that is where you become it. dark, but it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places, darkest that is where you come in. That is where you become it. Where you been? As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark, but it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light, but once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, the flaming light, that is where you become as a light bearer. You are not afraid of the dark, but it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light, but once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flaming light, that is where you become it. That is where you become it. As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark, but it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light, but once you walk through the deepest, deepest, darkest places of you, a flaming light. That is where you become it. That is where you become it. As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark. As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark. But it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flame and light, that is where you become it. As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark. But it is only when you walk through your own darkness within in your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flame light, that is where you become it. As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark. But it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flame light, that is where you become it. bearing your torch. You can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and make the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flame of light. That is where you become it. As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark. But it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flame and light, that is where you become As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark. But it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing a torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places, you feel the flame and light. That is where you become As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark. But in your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flame and light, that is where you become As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark. But it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flame and light, That is where you become it. As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark. But it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flaming light, that is where you become it. There's a light there, you are not afraid of the dark. But it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light. But once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flaming light, that is where you become it. As a light bearer, you are not afraid of the dark. But it is only when you walk through your own darkness within your mind, bearing your torch, that you can become one with the light. You can illuminate the whole world and never become the light. Once you walk through the deepest, darkest places of you, a flaming light, that is where you become it. May the light of the garden dwell in you always, and may you be a source of light in those places where shadows gather. May the light of the garden dwell in you always, and may you be a source of light in those places where shadows gather. May the light of the garden dwell in you always. And may you be a source of light in those places where shadows gather. May the light of the garden dwell in you always. And may you be a source of light in those places where shadows gather. Ooh.
source of light in those places where shadows gather.
May the light of the guardian dwell in you always, and may you be a source of light in those places where shadows gather. May the light of the guardian dwell in you always, and may you be a source of light in those places where shadows gather.
May the light of the guardian dwell in you always.
And may you be a source of light in those places where shadows gather.
force of the fashion of love when I broke through the shroud, through the cloud, through the storm, through the smoke, to the mountain of passion volcanic that woke. I rise, I choke. By the rage of the mage I invoke the fire, the fury, the thunder that spoke, a spell that ignites and consumes as it floats. I invoke, I invoke. Through the ash, through the ice, where the shadows entwine, I have carved out a path to the edge of the line. Every heartbeat a drum, every breath an incline. I climb divine. By the rage of the mage I invoke the fire, the fury, the thunder that spoke, a spell that ignites and consumes as it flows. I whispers of winds that unravel the night, through echoes of stars that combust into light. I summon the tempest, I summon the fight. The maids will alight. By the rage of the maids I invoke the fire and the fury, the thunder that spoke, a spell that ignites and consumes as it cloaks. I invoke, I invoke.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me, the one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. On the side of a hill in the deep forest green, tracing sparrow on snow-crested brown. Blankets and bedclothes, the child of the mountain sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Without no seams, no needlework, then she'll be a true love of mine. On the side of the hill, in the sprinkling of leaves, washes the grave with silvery tears. A soldier cleans and polishes a gun, sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to find me an acre of land, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Between the salt water and the sea strands, then she'll be a true love of mine. War bellows blazing in scarlet battalions, generals order their soldiers to kill and to fight for a cause they have long ago forgotten. Tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Gather it all in a bunch of heather, then
unofficial site, sign up. Toggle navigation. Songs and Bermuda, one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine.
On the side of the hill, in the deep forest green, tracing a sparrow on snow-crested brown. Blankets and bedclothes, a child of the mountain, sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Without no seams nor needlework, then she'll be a true love of mine. On the side of the hill, in the sprinkling of leaves, washes the grave with silvery tears. The soldier cleans and polishes a gun, sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to find me an acre of land, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Between the salt water and the sea strands, then she'll be a true love of mine. War bellows blazing in scarlet battalions, generals order their soldiers to kill and to fight for a cause they have long ago forgotten. Tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and gather it all in a bunch of heather, and she'll be a true love of mine. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. On the side of the hill in the deep forest green, tracing a sparrow on the snow-crested ground. Blankets and bedclothes, the child of the mountain, sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Without no seams nor needlework, then she'll be a true love of mine. On the side of a hill in the sprinkling of leaves, washes the grave with silvery tears. A soldier cleans and polishes a gun, sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to find me an acre of land, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Between the salt water and the sea strands, then she'll be a true love of mine. War bellows blazing in scarlet battalions, generals order their soldiers to kill and to fight for a cause they have long ago forgotten. Tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and gather it all in a bunch of heather, and she'll be a true love of mine. The pulse on official sites, I'm up. Toggle navigation, song plus lyrics, Scarborough Fair. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives The child of the mountain sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, without no seams nor needlework. Then she'll be a true love of mine. On the side of a hill in the sprinkling of leaves, washes the grave with silvery tears. A soldier cleans and polishes a gun, sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to find me an acre of land, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, between the salt water and the sea strands. Then she'll be a true love of mine. War bellows blazing in scarlet battalions. Generals order their soldiers to kill and to fight for a cause they have long ago forgotten. Tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and gather it all in a bunch of heather. Then she'll be a true love of mine. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me, the one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. On the side of a hill in a deep forest green, tracing a sparrow on the snow-crested ground. Blankets and bedclothes, the child of the mountain sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, without no seams, no needlework. Then she'll be a true love of mine. On the side of a hill, in the sprinkling of leaves, washes the grave with silvery tears. The soldier cleans and polishes a gun, sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to find me an acre of land, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, between the salt water and the sea strands. Then she'll be a true love of mine. War bellows blazing in scarlet battalions. Generals order their soldiers to kill and to fight for a cause they have long ago forgotten. Tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and gather it all in a bunch of heather. Then she'll be a true love of mine.
official site sign up.
Toggle navigation.
Starboard navigos.
Scarborough Fair.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley sage.
Rosemary and thyme.
Remember me, the one who lives there.
Mm.
She once was a true love of mine.
On the side of a hill in the deep forest green, tracing of sparrow, snow-crested brown. Blankets and bedclothes, the child of the mountain sleeps unaware of the clarion call.
Tell her to make me a cambric shirt.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Without no seams, no needlework.
Then she'll be a true love of mine. On the side of a hill in the sprinkling of leaves,
Washes the grave with silvery tears.
the soldier cleans and polishes a gun, sleeps unaware of the clarion call.
Tell her to find me an acre of land.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Between the salt water and the sea strands.
Then she'll be a true love of mine.
War bellows blazing in scarlet battalions. Generals order their soldiers to kill and to fight for a cause they have long ago forgotten. Tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me, the one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine.
On the side of a hill in the deep forest green, tracing a sparrow on snow-crested brow. Blankets and bedclothes, the child of the mountain sleeps unaware of the clarion call.
Tell her to make me a cambric shirt. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Without no seams nor needlework.
Then she'll be a true love of mine. On the side of a hill in the sprinkling of leaves, washes the grave with silvery tears. A soldier cleans and polishes a gun, sleeps unaware of the clarion call.
Tell her to find me an acre of land.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Between the salt water and the sea strands.
Then she'll be a true love of mine.
War bellows blazing in scarlet battalions. Generals order their soldiers to kill
And to
fight for a cause they have long ago forgotten.
tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather. Parsley, sage, rose, and gather it all in a bunch of heather, then she'll be a true love of mine.
Poor summer official setting up toggle navigation. Scarborough Fair.
Canticle seal songs. Are you gonna Scarborough Fair?
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Remember me to one who lives there.
She once
Was a true love of mine. On the side of a hill in the deep forest green, tracing of sparrow on snow-crested brown. Blankets and bedclothes, the child of the mountain sleeps unaware of the clarion call.
tell her to make me a cambric shirt
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
without no seams nor needlework.
Then she'll be a true love of mine. On the side of a hill in the sprinkling of leaves, washes the grave with silvery tears. A soldier cleans and polishes a gun, sleeps unaware of the clarion call.
Tell her to find me an acre of land
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
between the salt water and the sea strand.
Then she'll be a true love of mine.
War bellows blazing in scarlet battalions,
Generals order their soldiers to kill,
and to fight for a cause they have long ago forgotten.
Tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and gather it all in a bunch of heather. Then she'll be a true love of mine. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. On the side of a hill in the deep forest green, tracing of sparrow on snow-crested brown. Blankets and bedclothes, the child of the mountain sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, without no seams nor needlework. Then she'll be a true love of mine. On the side of a hill in the sprinkling of leaves, washes the grave with silvery tears. A soldier cleans and polishes a gun, sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to find me an acre of land, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, between the salt water and the sea strands. Then she'll be a true love of mine. War bellows blazing in scarlet battalions, generals order their long ago forgotten. Tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and gather it all in a bunch of heather. Then she'll be a true love of mine. The call sign, an official site sent up. Toggle navigation. Songs and navigation. Scarborough Fair. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. On the side of a hill in the deep forest green, tracing of sparrow on snow-crested brown. Blankets and bedclothes, the child of the mountain sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, without no seams nor needlework. Then she'll be a true love of mine. Outside of a hill in a sprinkling of leaves, washes the grave with silvery tears. A soldier cleans and polishes a gun, sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to find me an acre of land, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, between the salt water and the sea strands. Then she'll be a true love of mine. All the blazing in scarlet battalions, generals order their soldiers to kill and to fight for a cause they have long ago forgotten. Tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and gather it all in a bunch of heather. Then she'll be a true love of mine. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. On the side of a hill in the deep forest green, tracing of sparrow on snow-crested brown, blankets and bedclothes, the child of the mountain sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, without no seams nor needlework. Then she'll be a true love of mine. War billows blazing in scarlet battalions, generals order their soldiers to kill and to fight for a cause they have long ago forgotten. Tell her to reap it with a sickle of
Whoa,
leather,
boy.
parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and gather it all in a bunch of heather. Then she'll be a true love of mine. On the side of a hill in the deep forest green, tracing off sparrow on snow-crested ground, blankets and bedclothes, the child of the mountain sleeps unaware of the clarion call. Tell her to find me an acre of land, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, between the salt water and the sea strands. Then she'll be a true love of mine. War bellows blazing in scarlet battalions, generals order their soldiers to kill and to fight for a cause they have long ago forgotten. Tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and gather it all in a bunch of heather. Then she'll be a true love of mine. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine.
You are here, and the Libri of Alistair Crowley, technical libers of them alive, O sub figura lithia, trace liber o sub figura lithia, sidebar, metadata Alistair Crowley libers, liber o sub figura lithia. Concordance Alistair Crowley libers liberos figura lithia. Alistair Crowley libers liberos figura lithia. Liberos figura lithia. Libero, the law of the strong. This is our law.
and the joy of the world. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Thou hast no right but to do thy will, do that, and no other shall say nay. Every man and every woman is a star. There is no God but man. One man has the right to live by his own law, to live in the way that he wills to do, to work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. Two man has the right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Three man has the right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, etch, mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. For man has the right to love as he will. Take your fill and will of love as ye will. When, where, and with whom ye will. Five man has the right to kill those who would thwart these rights. The slave shall serve. Love is the law, love under will. All life 57. You are here on the Libre of Alistair Crowley. Technical labors of vellum alive. I'm subfigura lufia.
Oh, sorry.
Trace libero subfigura lufia. Cyber.
There's even this experiment in Japan. I forget exactly how they're doing it, but they were able to regrow rodent teeth, and now they're starting the human trials.
Hindi na siya ito. Hindi censored, right? Sa second book.
DJ.
Yeah.
So one guy survived the most perspective of the Christian perspective is
Huh?
Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins and then
Are you in the house?
resurrected.
Yeah, but even then,
So that one person was truly dead.
Hey everybody, I know you guys have been going at this all day long, and Megatron has been totally unproductive today. Narjas, Daniel, I mean, how much is enough? You know, how much Clown House is too much? Because this is like a video game. It's like playing Super Mario Brothers, and I'm just wondering.
I know you don't want to read the evidence that you're reading.
I'm actually looking for it. I can't find it. It's not a.
Okay.
What do you mean? I haven't. Really? I can't find the exact space where he writes about it.
I could. All right. Okay.
Okay, Tabor blog. You might have something about it. James Tabor. Let me take a look. Crucifixion, the most wretched deaths. What do we know? Let's take a look. What does he say about Josephus? So the only thing I found was some blogs by Bart Ehrman, but all of them talk about burials for crucifixion victims. Let me take a look. Let's see, Joseph Bar Matthias, better known to English readers as Josephus, the first century Jewish historian, most wretched of deaths. Or crucifixion.
You said there was a handful of stories, though.
Well, yeah, because that was just the Google AI over. You just have to Google it. Didn't give an exact. They didn't even give me a link to it.
You gotta give your mama.
I'm saying this, thank you, though. Who want to get out here with me? I'm already out here.
I heard somebody tell me you get drunk.
You have to come down my street.
Somebody tell me you get drunk at the parties and be slipping.
What's the problem with being drunk? Hey.
Take the deepest breath of the day. Hold for 10 seconds. 10 not 11, 10 not 9. Hold for 10 seconds. Let it go. Take the deepest breath of the day. Hold for 10 seconds. 10 not 11, 10 not 9. Hold for 10 seconds. Let it go. Take the deep breath of the day. Hold for 10 seconds. 10 not 11, 10 not 9. Hold for 10 seconds. Let it go. Jesus Christ, Marty, if that's what you think, I'm disappointed in you. I'm not telling you. There never was an errand counselor. Come on, Marty, I thought you had it figured out. Yeah. But you put me on the stand like that? That was fucking brilliant, Marty. Take the deep breath of the day. Hold for 10 seconds.
Oh, come on, don't
10 not 11, 10 not 9. Hold for 10 seconds.
great seeing you and me.
Let it go.
Done it without you. Still relax again.
this rest of the day. Hold for 10 seconds. 10 not 11, 10 not 9. Hold for 10 seconds. Let it go.
I just want to say that coexistence is now, and that low IQ, brain rotted out people like Pepe who have the N word Tourette syndrome and the K word, J word Tourette syndrome, and he always talking about that and the Nazi accelerationists on the internets, and that is just so disgusting that Pepe is a vulgar mouth and he's crude person who doesn't go out on dates or do anything productive. He's just comes here and debates all. I'm complete, Amos.
remove you. אני אמרתי לך תעיף אותו.
You're from Arizona, bro? You're from Arizona?
Yep, I'm from Arizona.
Oh my God, we're a neighbor. Come on.
Desert person.
Damn.
Desert person, like.
Oh my God, we need to hang out, bro.
Are you drinking?
I'm guessing you live in the Saharan desert, though.
Yeah, I live
Sinai
in
Desert.
North Central Avenue.
Amazing.
Wait, but Pepe, what's the thing with the Crusaders? Like, what's good?
I didn't know. I was just fucking with you guys.
I don't know.
You know,
Yeah.
he's pro. He's not pro Israel. He's not pro Palestine. He's pro Kingdom of Israel, of Jerusalem, right? Aren't you, Pepe?
Me too.
No.
Me too.
I'm not even that religious.
You know my 2-year-old road yesterday?
Wait, I don't understand. Go ahead.
No, I don't kiss and tell. English people don't kiss and tell.
Okay. But Diego, I wanted you and Simon to engage about the Trinity.
Oh,
Simon.
like to just chill?
Simon.
Habibti?
You don't like to just chill sometimes?
No, he's not here.
No, I feel like talking about religion sometimes it's like talking about your underwear. You know, it's color, but I suppose in your case it's valid because you're converted, so it's good to talk about it.
It's an old commission.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You want to?
Why would did you?
Yes.
Samson? Did you read all of it?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's good.
Hey, I don't know what you guys are talking about anymore, but I just want to say again, coexistence is now. But Pepe has the brain the size of a gnatfly monkey creature. He's got the N-word Tourette syndrome, and he's always talking about the dumbest stuff in the world. Pepe, read a book.
No, don't do this. Just be.
Because she was impulsive again. Like,
when you're ready.
Impulsive.
I hate when you're impulsive, it's annoying.
Yeah, you gotta do
Really
these
annoying.
things when you're ready for something. Otherwise, it means nothingness.
Like when you impulsively thought that I was out to get you. What
It's-
the fuck?
No, but it's like getting married to a person that you barely know, right? Like, it's like, oh, I just need to get married now. It's like big decision, rest of your life. I want to think about that one for a couple minutes.
Yeah, and now, like that I'm going through the OCIA, I am taking it very seriously, very carefully, and that's why it's scary.
Why?
She's hearing facts.
By the way, can I say this?
Because I don't want to be wrong about
No, I mean-
Jesus being God, Pearl.
I see.
Because Allah doesn't forgive, but Jesus does. So it's kind of a hard, like, you know what I mean?
See, if it makes sense for someone, then is it for me and you to judge? Maybe not.
It's
Listen,
it's not about makes
Here's
sense.
the
It's
thing.
about what the truth is.
Okay, here's the thing.
I don't think anyone knows.
One of the main differences between Catholics and Protestants that no one really talks about is
Yeah.
this is a very big difference. The Protestants
I do know
believe
about this. Yeah.
the Protestants believe faith enough is alone. Like your faith in Jesus Christ enough, that alone is good. You're good, you're holy, you're enough. You could be a dick, you could do this, you could do that, as long as your faith is strong. For us, it's good deeds also. It's your work. It's how it manifests. And a lot of people who struggle with their faith, who are like cradle Catholics like me, I struggle sometimes. The way I do it is by doing some act of service. You have to do something. Volunteer somewhere. Get in the community.
You learn this now in AA, by the way.
Volunteer in the church. Get to know the people. Don't focus so much on the dogma right now, because the only way you'll come to this understanding and belief is if you see how it changes people in real time. You need to see it in real time. You can't just believe it and read it. You have to see it.
Yeah, of course.
So the way to see is like volunteer. I like to volunteer in the hood, but I like to be in the house.
That's because she likes black guys. But the LPs, it's not actually, AA is more Protestant than it is Catholic, if you think about it.
I know it is, yeah. Well, the thing is, by the way, I've continuously arguing with random, like, AA people. I do the teas and coffees there, by the way. I actually do service there.
At the AA.
Yeah,
but we, Catholics would never admit that you're powerless, because you also have to perform good acts. Then God helps those who help themselves. You're not powerless. Well, you can make a difference.
Yeah. No, the thing is, you're right on this one. I don't do step 2 because I do step 1 and that's it. Like, I can't do step 2 because I don't want to be. Step 2, basically, long story short.
You want to be a recovering addict.
Yeah.
When you have to get to step 12 to be like.
I've been doing look, I cannot do step 2 because I don't like people being in charge of my life. Right? It's as simple as that. But I can do
step of your
1.
life?
Well,
you're in charge, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So I don't really need to say anything more other than that's what it is, yeah. Pretty much.
Right, but do you ever feel like you're not in charge or no?
Yeah, of course. That's human nature.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Somebody's watching me.
That's called paranoia.
It's called a song. Earl and Ann and Diego, how often do you go to confession?
I haven't gone to confession in a little long.
Cool. Awesome.
No.
That's great.
Diego, oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Diego.
No, not nothing, no.
When was the last time you went to confession, Diego?
Well, it's been a while.
Yeah. No.
At least a couple years.
Yeah.
There is this app called Clubhouse. I'm not sure if you've heard of it before.
So, Nora, let's say you were Catholic. What's your heaviest cross to carry? Like, for instance, for me, I'm Iraqi. So it's sometimes my hot anger. My anger is like sometimes a little crazy. That's it. For me, it's that. I get pissed sometimes. I try to control it, but it's hard when you're surrounded by idiots.
All of us get pissed sometimes.
Sometimes it comes out. Like, it hasn't really come out on Clubhouse. I'm talking about in real life. You know?
All right, fair.
And honestly, it hasn't come out in a while. I would say in like at least 6 to 8 months. But who knows? One day someone might really piss me off. Like, I don't know. So that.
Well, that is like saying that you are Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde. When will your Dr. Jekyll come out, Dr. Pearl?
And then sometimes I'm sure my mom.
Why did you say that?
That's it.
Oh yeah, I because
my mom's a lot. to somebody.
Pearl, because like my dad passed away, and it's so hard when somebody that birthed you is like, you kind of feel like God died. I really want a good relationship with my mom, but it's so hard. It's so hard. It's either like kind of like minimal. It's kind of like minimal communication, or like volcanic communication, and the former is just, I don't know. Like I don't want to know. I don't want to know how it. I don't want to know how it feels like to have my mom pass away. Like,
wow, that's hard. That's bad.
What do you mean? Like, I don't want to know that experience. Like, I want to have like.
Well, I thought you said you want to know that experience.
No, no. Like, I can't imagine how it'll feel. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be.
I would die. I wouldn't be able to go out, and I talk to my mom every day.
Yeah, I don't, because like, for example, Diego, when
I speak to mums every day as well.
Like, for example, every day. Is that excessive?
So no, that's perfect. Like, for example, Pearl, in the past, whenever I had like traveled, my dad would call me regularly to check on me. But when I was traveling, my mom didn't call me one time.
My mom, oh yeah.
Like ever. Ever.
My mom doesn't really call me when I'm on vacation though. I don't really love it. You know what I mean?
I know, Diego, you're like hard on my dad because of like the things that I've expressed, but like I feel like a love for him that I don't know if it's unique because he passed away and I've romanticized his existence, or if it's like actually representative of like how I felt before he passed away, and I just came to the realization, and I don't want to know, and I don't want to like fear that with my mom, you know?
So is your mom annoying?
My mom is a very sweet woman. My mom is a sweet woman. She's lost many siblings, and both her parents and her husband and her niece. We just clash in our ideology. Even when I was Muslim, we clashed in our ideology.
Sorry, I broke up for a second there. But like, here's